Fantastic. Right. Okay, so let's get this party started, Kier. So can you tell the people watching what you do for a business?
Indeed, and thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here and share what I do with your audience. So yes, so I'm a brand photography specialist, and basically my expertise is helping dynamic business owners actually have the confidence to show up and shine, because a lot of people hide behind their logo or their brand, and actually we all know that people buy from people. So it's more important now than ever in this kind of crazy online busy world that you get seen, and the way that you're going to get seen is by being nobody but yourself, absolutely showing up as you. And I show people how to do that in a way that is just natural and at ease, basically. So
yeah. Fantastic. So you bring people out of their shell when they're in front of your lens.
Yes, and it's also almost they discover what it is that they want to tell, because quite often people, you know, when I first meet them, give me the, oh, I want this, and that's what they think they want, because that's what they see other people do. But actually, when we do a bit of a journey of discovery, and we have lots of sort of parts to actually, you know, me getting to know you and your brand, actually quite often it's different elements that are really important, and it's those bits that are what people need to see. So by the time we come to the shoot, it's just about having fun with it, because I've discovered what the stories are, how to then bring that to life. And quite often that's in locations that are, you know, just places that are really important to people, and that you know that they're going to be really at ease and happy in. So the energy in front of the camera then is, like I say, you're almost forgetting the camera's there, because by this point we're just out and about having fun. So yeah, I absolutely love almost like seeing the light bulb moments that when we're actually in the part of, I guess, designing the shoot, we're going, oh, okay, and yeah, that location works for that part of what I do. And so much more. There's quite often 3 or 4, maybe 5 stories that people actually have that make them different, and why people would want to work with them.
It sounds enthralling. It almost, like you say, it's a journey of discovery, and I think you're kind of opening up that door for people, for them to realize how great they are, how unique they are, how special they are. And I think that's really powerful. I mean, what inspired you to do brand photography? I mean, why not wedding photography or children's parties? You know, I mean, hey, why branding? I mean, you know, why?
Yeah, well, it's fascinating. I've been passionate about photography all my life, and always wanted to have a business in photography. But I knew that I didn't want to do weddings. I knew that I didn't want to be a studio photographer, because my style was very much lifestyle, catching people in the moment, and just, you know, catching people doing what they do. So not even necessarily about being like the best like photograph in the world, because sometimes it's actually just that moment in time you just have to catch. So so for many years I didn't follow my passion, because I just didn't know what the answer was that wasn't weddings or, you know, family photography. And then it was actually I was speaking to a business coach about another business I was running, and she said to me, I must have said something, and she said, well, what do you really want to do? And I was like, what do you mean? I want to make this business work. And she's like, no, what do you really want to do? And then it was like, well, okay, so all my life I've been passionate about photography. And she's like, well, why aren't you doing that then? Why aren't you following your dream? And I was like, good question. Okay. But she was the one that introduced me to brand photography, because she talked about how, you know, as a business owner, she needed to have images for her social media, her website, and actually there was a whole genre out there that I didn't even know existed. And then coupled with the fact that my corporate years, many corporate years, I won't mention how many, but were basically in marketing, branding, and visual design, visual merchandising. So basically it all suddenly started to make sense that there was my years in corporate and, you know, training and business that actually then linked with my passion. And suddenly I had this like dream business. And as soon as I started working with people, it was then that light bulb of actually this can really help people. And when people started to share the images and started to see business growth as a result, I was like, oh wow, so this is actually more than me actually just following my dream. It was actually allowing people to follow theirs, because suddenly they could be seen and they could then be visible to their clients and grow their business and have a bigger impact on the world. So suddenly my dream became even bigger, that I could have this impact, that others could then have their impact. And
fantastic.
Yeah, it's just so powerful. It really is. I know I sound probably
no, you know what's beautiful about that? It's a true story of when skills, knowledge and passion come together to allow you to kind of really deliver something that is based on you, based on your values, based on what you want to do. Because if you think about it, you picked up the skills through corporate, the knowledge through corporate, the passion you've always had. And to be able to kind of marry those three things up and go, hey, boom, here's my business. I mean, hey, you're in a fantastic place. That's really, really powerful.
I think it does mean that I probably, run my business quite differently to maybe some other photographers. And probably the reason that I had imposter syndrome, like many business owners, for so long, because I was like, I don't have the letters after my name, I don't have a career in photography. But then actually, when it comes from the heart, actually, the clients, when they see my images, just the fulfillment in just seeing their reactions and how they feel, because it's so much more than the image. And that's why I talk about the experience, because it's how somebody feels when they see that image. And then especially if it's somebody that's been camera shy and shying away from even family pictures, let alone a business picture, that to then feel confident enough to do that and then share like abundantly, is just like it's amazing. So it's very, very fulfilling work.
Brilliant. This is a perfect time for us to introduce your little giveaway that you're doing. It's an amazing giveaway, actually. So for those of you who are watching or watching on replay, Kier is giving away a complimentary visual content review worth £300. Can I hear something from the crowd, please?
Drum roll.
Thanks, guys. All you need to do is go use the hashtag branding to be in with a chance of winning this giveaway. And it's for the first 3 business owners who use that hashtag. So hashtag branding to win a complimentary visual content review worth £300. Guys, I'm telling you now, if there's nothing on there by 5 o'clock, I'm putting hashtag branding down. Right. Whoa, gotta be in it. Hey, you gotta be in it to win it, as they say. So what are some of the challenges that you've faced with the business?
I think like many people, lockdown was quite an interesting period. And I think particularly for in person, so obviously we were kind of not able to go anywhere, and so I think like many businesses I had to adjust and become more agile. So actually that's when I introduced virtual photography into my suite of offers, so that has actually been brilliant. So it's something that I never even dreamed I would do, let alone was an option. So to have that sort of come to life was brilliant. So and actually for a while it did feel like I had a bit of a fake business, because I was like obviously not able to do a lot of what I wanted to do. So being able to then at least serve clients, and I've had clients launch websites with visual photography through the virtual platform. So
wow,
the quality is amazing, and I still work with clients that I can't reach. So I've got some clients north of the country that would be crazy to sort of travel to for what they're looking for.
Of course.
And it's like an entry level for people to work as well. So it's a great option. And at the end of the day, it's what is right for some clients. It will never replace the in-person
of course
experience. But so that was definitely a challenge that I had to think out of the box. And I think just like everybody just being visible and just finding different ways of how to share my voice that actually again made that I stayed in my lane, because like imposter syndrome is real, comparisonitis, horrific. So just I think being really self-aware of when because it's a continuous thing. I thought I dealt with it and I'd binned it and I was like, brilliant, I'm moving forward, and then something happened that it just sort of like showed itself again. So I think being really aware of the sort of signs that that's happening, to then just remind myself of why I'm different, why I need to stand my ground. That's why people will work with me. when I ask people why they work with me, it is because I'm an intuitive photographer. I go with the flow. I actually, catch the essence rather than I've got, the letters after my name and I've had 30 years in photography, I
30
I
years.
don't need to compare myself to these photographers.
Look, man, there's nothing wrong with having letters after your name.
No,
let's be honest. To all the academia out there now who watches thinking, how dare you insult the letters after my name? We're not insulting the letters. We love those letters after your name. Personally, I don't make a decision based on the letters after your name. I make the decision based on who you are and what you bring to my table. That's it. But fantastic. I mean, you're right. Imposter syndrome is a real thing. To be fair, the biggest problem for 90% of business owners is actually that.
Yeah.
It's not the processes. It's not getting stuff done. It's that. It's that constantly fighting with themselves.
Yeah.
but the thing about that, it shows you're real. You're not a computer. You have feelings. You have emotions. You respond. You react. Don't feel bad about feeling low one day or thinking because it's just one of those things. And like you said, it comes, it goes, it ebbs, it flows. That isn't your continual state of existence. So. We'll have a little talk afterwards.
Yeah.
My favorite question. Tell us one thing about you that not many people know. Boom, 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 boom.
I was trying to think of which is the most appropriate.
We'll definitely talk afterwards.
So probably a lot of people won't know that I was born in New Zealand in a place called Te Awamutu, which not many people can pronounce, let alone know.
Say that again.
Te Awamutu.
Te Awamutu.
Te Awamutu. So it's a small town near Hamilton in the Northern Island of New Zealand. So,
oh my God!
Yeah, so I was born there, and then my parents were quite adventurous, and I did a bungee jump, which in those days was the highest and most craziest one in the world, which is across Skipper's Canyon. So yeah, I'm a bit of an adventure seeker.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but we came back from New Zealand via a ship, which took 6 weeks, and I was 10 months old. So
hold on a minute then. So have you been back to New Zealand since? Are you a New Zealand citizen and a British citizen? Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to the land of the hobbits.
Oh, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So
it's beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
And that was somewhere else that I was told constantly, you should do something you focus. Obviously, it's like so photogenic. So I spent basically when I was 19, I got on a plane and had my year out traveling around New Zealand, discovering the doctor that delivered me and my birthday and all of these things.
I remember you when you came out. No, we're all saying that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I was told then, like, why aren't you doing something with your photography? Like, your photography is like insane. And I was like, it's just something I enjoy, it's something I love, it's something I do,
Oh, fantastic. Oh, wow. I mean, not, you haven't got an accent or anything, so nobody would have known that.
No, there you go.
Hey guys, you're just top secret there. Okay, for anyone watching, remember there is a giveaway. I'm going to mention it again. This is how far you've got through the video. A visual content review worth 300 Nika. And all you got to do is put #branding. Be one of the first 3 business owners to do it. So, give us 3 bits of advice that you would share with someone who was looking to start a business right now.
So I think most importantly, be yourself and be true to yourself. Don't actually be sidetracked by all of the, different people doing things around you, because actually, hold on to your truth and why you're doing it. Keep remembering why you're doing it, and what's special about why people would want to work with you. I think that would be the first thing. I think avoid like the shiny syndrome, where like it's like, because I remember thinking when I first started out, I was like, oh, I could do this, like, and I was just like overwhelmed with all these million things that, it's like, master some things well, like whatever it is that is your chosen. So for me, within marketing, for example, it was about actually let's just get one platform singing and dancing and
Yeah.
really well established on social media, and then I
Yeah.
can branch out, and then I can do email marketing,
Yeah.
and then I can do, you know, the next level that maybe I'm doing videos in my emails. And, you know, it's almost like I was given really good advice at one point. It's like, you know, baking a cake, like you start off by maybe doing fairy cakes or one layered cake,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and then next time you add the cream and the Victoria
Yeah.
sponge and the icing,
Yeah.
and then at the end you got a wedding cake. But
Yeah.
you don't start with a wedding cake, you actually start at the beginning.
Yeah. You gotta start with your foundations, haven't
Yeah,
you? And get those foundations right. And
yeah,
ooh.
absolutely. And I think the third, obviously I have to say this, that show up, as in be seen as the face of your business. And remember that your profile picture is your hello, it's your handshake, it's your introduction. So absolutely start there. But then if you want to carry on the conversation, as we know, people, you know, if you just say hello, that's not enough. You have to carry on the conversation, and that's where then a brand photography shoot will come in, because it's about that suite of images that support you and your customer on that journey, not just the hi, I'm here. So and you can do that. It doesn't have to be like you know, all singing, all dancing investment at that stage, because I understand that could come later. But there's absolutely ways of doing it at entry level that, you know, you start as you mean to go on by investing in yourself. Actually, that would be another sneaky one I'd add in: invest in yourself.
Oh man, add them all in. We'll take them all.
Whether it's like your imagery or your personal development, because like as you said, it's all about your mindset. And when you have that working in your favor, and you know, like I say, even when I get things that, you know, at least now I recognize them and I know how to sort of stop it in its tracks. Rather than getting like, you know, down that sort of spiral.
Of course. And you're right. The one thing that you've said there is recognizing that moment in time where it's like, whoa, you know, I'm not feeling 100% about, and sometimes taking a step back.
Yeah, I think trusting your intuition as well, like letting go and actually, you know, doing whatever it is that works for you to have that space. So for me, it's a walk in the park. So I do a school run, and every morning I'm like, right, now I've got that. I then have to kind of restart and reset. So I go for a walk in the park. Okay, start again, reset. And
I get that. All them kids screaming, ah! Either a stiff drink or a long walk. I definitely understand that.
When it's in your business where you feel that, then again, take yourself away. And again, quite often it's me with my camera. I'll just go out and take some shots, and immediately I'll be like, right, okay, I'm in my happy place, and now I can think clearly about
of course
the action I should take. Or you know.
Oh, fantastic. You've shared so much wonderful advice, helpful advice for people watching. So just going to mention your complimentary visual content review one more time. #branding. If you want to be in with a chance, you got to be in it to win it. And yes, for the first 3 business owners who use the hashtag branding, I will be in touch with you and connect you with Kier, Adair, who isn't related to Red Adair. But she does save your branding. Bada bing, bada bing. Boosh. Right. So, how can the people watching help you, Kier? What can we do for you?
I think follow me on LinkedIn or Facebook. That's my platforms of choice.
If you could make sure when we finish, go back to the video, put all of your links in the comments. Everything you do, put it in there, whatever you're doing. I know you mentioned an advent calendar earlier as well.
Yeah. So starting tomorrow, I have advent calendar launching, which is basically a daily top tip that will go into your inbox. So it's how to get yourself photo fit ready for the festive season. Basically.
Oh, fantastic. Please drop that in the comments on, but tell us about it Tuesday in the group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because obviously that's important. People need to know, because if you don't tell them what's going on, they'll find out after the event and they'll be like, oh, I didn't know you were doing that, kid. Oh, you should have told me. Was it on your Facebook? So please go and drop that into the group as well. But anyone watching, if you want to support Kier, she's going to drop all of her links. You can find her if you want to be in with a chance of winning this visual content review. Remember, it's #branding, and please reach out to her if you're someone who's ready to enhance your brand, start your brand, refresh your brand. Then she's the lady who can help you.
And I do love a virtual cuppa. So even if it's about connecting, because quite often it's the people you connect with that then, know people that know people. And, I love actually just those conversations without expectation, just actually finding how we can help each other. So
absolutely.
Even if it's just about, you fancy a chat, then I do love a virtual cuppa, and
excellent.
I'm always open to that.
So get your virtual cuppas ready, people, and make sure you get in touch with Kier. Well, Kier, thank you so much for today.
Thank you.
You've been an absolutely wonderful guest. You've told us some real good secrets as well. New Zealand is like, wow, this lady's international. We love it.
Oh yeah.
And I look forward to watching you from a distance in your journey to business success. Anybody who wants to get in touch with Kier, all of her links and that will be in the comments when we finish. And as I say, if you do want to have a chance of the visual content review, then hashtag branding, please. Hashtag replay branding, please. And I will be in touch with you. But Kier, don't go anywhere. We'll have a little bit of a debrief afterwards.
Okay.
People, have a fantastic day. Don't do too much, too strenuous. Don't be overwhelmed. If you are overwhelmed, walk away. Just walk away.